Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the last gasp winner at Basford, getting a 2-1 win. It quite should have been more.
Well, it could have been more with the chances that we had, but then you also got to look at the chances that they've had. They've actually had a spell in the second half where I'm thinking we were probably going to lose the game. It was bizarre. First half I thought we was in control of the game, really controlled. We scored really early. And I don't think it was a case of we thought, right, this is going to be an easy day at the office. But it just felt flat today. They felt flat, we were flat, the crowd was flat. Not ours, but the whole ground. And then all of a sudden, at half time, they've come out, and to be fair to them, they've really put it on us with no fear, with nothing to play for. And they played for, how many throw-ins? I think that must be a record for number of throw-ins in a game. But I do feel harsh on them because we've won it in a different type of way today. But when you look at the chances we've had, we've missed 2 penalties. DC's missed 2. He's missed on the line as well with a header. Darius Asai's gone through 1v1. So they'll feel hard done by, but if we'd have put our chances away, it could have been a lot more. So it made me feel sick, to be honest, when we scored. But I couldn't be any prouder or pleased for the one person who scored. What a peach of a strike, because he cut it onto his right foot and he's all left footed in training. He opens up and whacks it with his left foot like a hammer. But he chopped back inside from great football from Daz and Remy, to be fair to them. They've had the awareness. But when he scored, the emotion that come through him and me and the lads in the corner with him, unbelievable. And that one's for his family, that one.
Well, you mentioned Lou White's strike there. Absolute peach as always from Louis. You said it was his weaker foot as well. His 9th goal of the season. Just give him what we need from midfield. We've
missed him, haven't we, in those games? And then, we brought Lou White to the club to score goals, and I challenged him to get double figures, and he's very much now on track to do that, and he's got that in the locker. I know some of our fans will probably be a little bit disappointed in the performance, but it's not always going to be champagne football. Sometimes it's about just getting the win. I thought Basford, to be fair to them, they put up a good fight with a lot of the young lads that they've got there today. At first I thought their dugout was bizarre with everything that was shouting, but actually then you take a little moment to reflect, and they're fighting for their lives and they're passionate. And second half, we've had a good laugh about things, about the referee's performance, and I hope my behaviour, because I even mentioned to their manager halfway through the celebration of why we did it. So it all ended on a good footing, but they're scrapping for their lives, and I think they'll feel hard done by today. And I think Basford fans should be proud of the performance and what their young lads have given them today, especially the management team. And we wish them all the very best going forward at games coming up, and maybe still try and beat the survival. But for us, it's just another win. We've got to keep moving on. But from the run of form we was in, we've got back-to-back wins now and one on the road. So yeah, really pleased.
Obviously, Luke Burke out missing injured today. First game he's missed all season. Sean Newton taking on the armband and scoring within 5 minutes.
Yeah, and if you think we had James Hardy out the squad as well, Dan Cowan out the squad, just seems to have hit us all at the wrong time. I thought young Westy from Bolton has had a really good game. I've just done a speech in the changing room and totally been messed up because you can tell I was emotional, because I gave Josh Doherty all the credit and props for a real performance. It was Westy who cleared it off the line twice, so I've got to apologise. But what a really good debut for a lad that's just been thrown into his first training session on Thursday. We signed him obviously before deadline, but we only needed him and Sean Hogan when we needed them, and he's come in and done really well. Luke Burke's a massive miss for us, there's no doubt about that. He's our captain, but he's not a captain in terms of vocal, he's captain in performance, and he leads by example in his performance. And we did miss him today. I thought at times he just looked a little bit erratic, but I thought Westy did really well. Then Sean's playing through the pain barrier. We thought he'd fractured his arm in 3 places last week, and he's got like a bandage on just to try and look after it. So fair play to him, because on Thursday, he's not trained Tuesday or Thursday, and he weren't playing today, but he just said, look, I'll play. Let's try and get these points, and then if we're in a position where we can maybe rest people in the next 2-3 games, it'd be fantastic. But going off to today's results and our performance and result, this is probably going to go down to the last game of the season, isn't it? Hebben scoring, we're in elation, within injury time, we're 7 points clear, and then Ilkeston Deeks cousin does me again. So nice one, Deeks. But it's good for the league, it's good for the fans, it's good for all the clubs. But we've just got to, build on that, haven't we?
And Darius Asai making his 50th Robins appearance this afternoon. 24 goals in 50 games. He didn't manage to get that elusive goal that gave him 1 in 2, but
he should have done.
He should have done. We all know that. Let's not go there.
But I tell you what though, for all his goals and his assists as well, his work rate is a credit. I genuinely believe that. I know he's had a couple of barren years just at his last 2 clubs, and that's no slant on the 2 clubs he was at neither, but he's coming with us, and sometimes players just gel under a certain manager, and I give him more grief than anybody. I get done by HR me every week if I was anywhere else, but the likes of Darius, Remy, Callum, you know, they all take the banter that I give them and the jokes I've got in the locker at the minute, but I'd get sacked anywhere else. But he takes it on board, and at the minute, we're creating an environment where someone like Daz can come in and just enjoy his football without the weight of the world on his shoulders, trying to prove all the time. And it was a big signing for us, and he's going to score double figures in the 20s. I know he will. He's on 19, is it, for the season, so I'm very confident he'll hit plus 20.
19 league, 20 in all comps.
Yeah, it's unreal. He's fantastic. And look at the lads who've not even got on today, Gilly Dents, young Kiki, you know. Their attitude for the team has been unreal, and I can only apologise if he's not even got on in the last 2 games. But we will be in a position where we can hopefully utilise the full squad soon.
Game's been next Saturday, back at Hurst Cross. Tickets on sale on the website. More the same, 2 in a row.
I think if we can win next week, it'll put us in a really strong position because it's one less game again. We've just got to keep taking care of our own business and not worry about anybody else or what other teams put out. You know, there'll be a question about teams next week, what names on team sheets and stuff. We're not going to be in a position to be able to do that. We're going to have to play our strongest team every single week to win a game of football. 1, for the integrity of the competition, but 2, it's just such a strong league. Anyone can beat anyone, can't they? So next week, games will come. I think they've been beat today, haven't they? 3-2 by Prescott. And, bloody hell, what a job Steve Daly's doing there. I know managers get named in our league, but I think he's been unbelievable this season with the circumstance at the start of the season and the results to churn out. And everyone talks about their home form. They've gone to Gainsborough, which is one of the toughest places, and they've won 3-2. So Gainsborough will come to us hurting. Russ will have them all set up. They're a really good group of lads, and hopefully they're probably thinking they can't make playoffs now. So hopefully Declan Howe has booked a trip to Ibiza. Preston can't be arsed turning up. The keeper gets COVID, but he's all right on the Sunday. And yeah, I think you know, all joking aside, I think it'll be a good game, and let's just try and build on again the run that we've been on and try and get 3 points.